So I thought, what if there was a Bad Boys version of Chips? You know, or a Lethal Weapon version?
I actually like the Lethal Weapon comparison because I thought that the chemistry between the two of you was, first of all, the movie was so funny.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
So
right
we went and saw it. When did we see it? Monday?
Yeah, Monday afternoon.
And, you know, look, it's Chips.
Sure.
And it's going to be a comedy, and who knows how it's going to be. And I'm telling you.
Odds are it's going to be bad.
Right.
Yes.
Odds are it's going to be bad.
Let's talk about
right?
let's talk about the elephant.
The
in
odds.
room.
I've seen a lot of promo that you guys have done, like, you know, the whole riding in on Kimmel thing on the bike with on sort of a platform. And I thought, okay, well, you know, I like these guys.
I was being pulled by a little trailer. What do you call those, Dax?
I'd say a trailer,
A little trailer?
Yeah, cute little trailer.
I felt comfortable in those training wheels.
How does that work, though? Just because you have an idea for a movie or some kind of taking a famous sort of product like Chips and turning it into a film, how do you do that without, like, we all have great ideas, but you did it.
Well, I've had a bunch of other ideas that they didn't make. But, yeah, I think because it was, as you say, a property, an intellectual property that was kind of globally known and had a big worldwide following, I think the studio felt like there was a bit of a safety net with that. So they were willing to take more of a gamble on me directing and then me starring, not Michael as much because he's a bigger star, but you know, I think that brand is what helped me or allowed me to get it done, you know.
So was it your idea to write it, though? You started
I went to the
and
studio and I said, hey, how about a Bad Boys version of Chips? They had developed a bunch of different versions over the last decade, but those were usually parody takes on that.
And I wasn't involved in any of those.
No.
Not even a discussion.
Nor was he really involved when I sold it and said he was starring in it.
No, it's true.
Did you guys, are you friends from before?
No.
Or
No,
you just
no.
said you sort of wrote it with Michael
He
in
sold
mind?
it before even talking to me.
Oh.
With me starring in it.
Yeah.
Is that
Which usually doesn't happen. That's like me
Yeah.
doing something and it's like, oh, Brad Pitt's going to do it. I promise. I promise he's going to do it.
Yeah. Well, I just if you guys have seen End to Watch, have you seen that movie that Michael's in with Jake Gyllenhaal? It's a cop movie.
I have
I
seen
didn't
that.
see
Yes. And I saw that movie and I was like, man, Michael Pena is a movie star. He has that weird X factor where you'd watch him read the phone book or something.
Right? Serious stuff, comedic stuff.
Everything. He does everything.
You're amazing.
So, in my
He's
mind,
talking
there
me
was
out, this
only
guy.
a single guy that could play Punch, you know. You also have to have, like, some charisma and swagger, which I think he has. So, at any rate, it was more like, hey, I want to do Chips. Hey, it should be, you know, a real action movie. The only guy that could do it would be Pena, and they said, oh, my God, we love Michael Pena. So it wasn't like I went in there and said he's attached. I just said he's the only guy that can do it, and they said, we agree. So I had to get him.
Was it me? Like, who else were you thinking? Was it me and, like, Lorenzo Lamas or something?
It was you and Lorenzo. It was
My mom used to
Edward
love
James,
Lorenzo Lamas.
Edward James Olmos.
Yeah. And the real Eric Estrada.
Yeah, and Prince, Freddie Prince.
Yeah, Freddie.
So I know you rode bikes,
Yes.
motorcycles, I should say,
Yes, sir.
and raced them. And you're still doing that? Is that?
Yes, that is probably my number one hobby.
But what about Michael? Were you a motorcycle
No,
guy?
I had 4 weeks to learn this beast of a machine. And I went in, and I basically was really good at, like, you know, riding in a straight line.
Nobody rode in a straight line better.
Yeah.
And not
The
hitching
stunt
your shit.
guys,
Oh, yeah.
even the stunt guys were like, that is
That
straight
is
as
straight
hell.
as can be. I could, yeah. I practiced that a lot.
They wanted to level a sink with that. I mean,
Yeah.
it was so
They're like, do
straight.
you see that? I'm like, I was just like petrified, like making sure that I was just riding the yellow line.
Well, it is pretty scary. I mean,
It is, yeah.
You know, and those bikes are humongous. Like, there's you know, some funny parts where it's like, I can't get the bike up.
Yeah. But I
it's-
trained on like a 200-pound, 300-pound bike. You know, which you can pick up, and I think how much do they weigh?
They're 850.
850. So I was
the
like,
cop bike.
I was slapped
They
onto that
are?
bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, so every time you see me, and like my toes
I had no
barely
idea.
touch the ground. So when you see me, like, just
So if it starts to lean on you, you're like,
if it's just idling,
over.
I'm just like my forearms. I'm just trying to like look as cool as possible.
Yeah, on that bike, when it starts to go, you don't even you have the delusion that you're going to hold it up. You just get your legs out of the way and dive off like a horse.
Yeah, exactly.
Because some of the stunts are clearly not in a straight line, but the beauty is that you have a helmet on, I guess, so it's easy to do a stunt
yeah.
guy.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you didn't do any of that stuff where you're going up the hill and the
No,
bottom's
I
coming
don't
out.
think that the insurance would cover me. But I did do a lot of writing, down the freeway or whatever. But Dax over here, this son of a gun actually did stunts in a car.
This old war dog.
This old war dog of his.
So, Dax, you mentioned it as intellectual property. So, as you're writing a film with modern sort of comedy sensibilities, because there is some of that there, right? Do you come up against people, suits, however you want to refer to them, that are like, we can't do that, we'll never?
No, not on the studio side. The guy who created the show, Rick Rosner, was one of our producers, and when I first emailed him this R-rated version of his family-friendly show he created, and he's older, he's in his 70s, I was very nervous. He was going to call me and go, what have you done to my baby? But he liked it more than anybody. He liked it as much as Michael and I did. He weirdly thought it was so fun to see something he created that was for primetime TV and families turn into this. So once he,
That's great.
Because it is just despicable.
Yeah, it's a vile experience. No, whatever. They didn't even draw their weapons, I don't think, ever on Chips, the TV show. So it was very family friendly.
It'd be really hard to make a movie where we don't draw our weapons.
Yeah, unless it were set in London. Yeah. It'd have to be Lips, London Highway Patrol.
Lips.
Yeah.
And that's all. That's their only weapon.
That's their only,
Why, how dare you?
I'm going to talk you onto the ground.
Yeah. There's one side. I don't want to give
a lot of it's
away.
In the trailer. I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah, all the funny parts, you know.
Well, you tiptoe around it, and I'll tell you if it's a giveaway.
All right.
Or not.
It's standard now. Is that in the trailer?
Oh, in the Red Band trailer, it is in there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So if
but
you
that
were
whole scene, I mean, I can't remember the last time I laughed that hard in a movie.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I was just because
and that's
A,
a woman.
I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
It's
not. It's been a long time since I've been dating. I know you're a married guy for a long time too. This does not happen.
I've been trying to tell her it's been standard for years.
You don't know.
For a long time.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing
No,
it.
they're not.
Get in on it.
That is not happening.
So to try to G it up for everyone, we have a conversation about what's expected of people orally these days. And
in the dating world.
In the dating world,
on
Tinder,
dates.
And if you stay in the North Continent or the South Continent?
Southern Hemisphere,
Exactly.
If you get into the
It's
Southern
the old
Hemisphere.
rollover.
Dark side of the moon.
So,
there we go. Yeah.
But you're already
It's off
kind of
limits.
shading it with your judgment. See, it's not neutral. Dark side of the moon has kind of a pejorative
Yeah, you're
connotation,
negative.
right? Don't you
You're
feel
very
like there's a
negative.
little bit?
Yeah,
of,
I mean, take a shower, it's
just-
fine.
I
she's like a
don't-
vine.
I don't see
One
a need for it.
underbelly.
I just don't know why it needs to be.
It should be option C.
So what's funny
Don't
about
check that box.
that scene is Pena and I were rehearsing for the normal scenes that were already written, and
The normal scenes, if there are any.
Oh, so this you guys did.
Well, we had a month before we started shooting. He had overheard something on Loveline, and then it was an organic conversation we had about this, how common it is and whatnot. And it was such a sincere conversation between both of us. I thought, wow, I haven't heard that in a movie. Maybe we can fit that in somewhere. So
it's excellent.
I mean, the fact
Well,
that
you
it
did it.
happens while they're on like a high stakes stakeout, not to steak twice, but the fact that it's right before an action scene is what is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was
she
very upset about it. I have to say that part of the reason it was so funny was the sincerity.
Yeah.
I mean,
But we were really talking about it. because
Talking it through.
we were really talking it through.
working it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like to think that couples will see this movie on a first date, and on the ride home, the guy will be like, that was a crazy scene, right? Or not?
Can we?
That's standard.
Want
It's
to?
on the menu.
Like, who says it's standard nowadays, right, babe?
Right, babe? I mean, it is, right? It's not.
It's not, right?
And then she says, well, I am hungry.
Oh.
God. Oh, my God.
Dax
I'm just
Shepard
never
and
hungry for that.
Michael Pena remade Chips, everyone, and it comes out next Friday?
It does.
A week from Friday.
The 24th of March.
Okay, excellent.
And
So
are all the test screenings going as well as they went with us? Is it?
Oh, they really, really are. It's there's the actual test screens you do while you're editing, and you do 7 or 8 of those, and you learn a bunch of stuff and change things. But by the end of that process, we had something really good. And then we've been traveling the country and showing it to real human beings, not test audiences, and that's been incredibly fun. Like, they really love it right up to the end. And we've been doing Q&As, and it's been fun. We did one last night in Berkeley, which was a blast.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Very young crowd who wanted to zero in on that exact topic you brought up too.
Right.
Yeah. Sure, of course they did.
Apparently it's standard.
Yeah.
They really do.
It wasn't a
like
big thing for them.
No. They're
Duh.
Well,
Old guys.
they're in Berkeley. All the hippies are there.
That's second base now.
Yeah.
God.
Hey,
It's
speaking of
before
second,
heavy petting.
so
You gotta try that out.
we don't know anything about sort of the business end of what you guys do, but I imagine the hope would be another one.
Oh God, yes.
Oh, and I mean, just the way it was, I thought, we are going to be seeing more of this.
Oh, thank you.
Hope so.
Yeah, we had so much fun. I think those things live and die. Those action comedy franchises. It's just all about chemistry, and then that's a magic ingredient that I couldn't break down logically. Like, people either have chemistry or they don't, and Michael and I seem to have it.
You do.
And so, yeah, we would love to do it again and again. We
Yeah,
had
it was so much fun. Yeah, it was like 45 days of like either explosions or nudity, some type of comedy,
Huge
action.
shot.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was a 12-year-old's dream.
It really was.
I was going to say, it actually seems like it might be. The other thing, we had quite a discussion about yoga clothes this morning. Yoga pants.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, there's, they're not great for the environment, turns out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's great
there's
for
like
my
little,
wife.
Little micro
I'll tell you that
beads
much.
get into
They
the
do look
laundry.
good, don't they?
They do look good.
Yeah, well,
It's worth it. There's so many things that are ruining the environment that don't give any pleasure.
Right.
Let's sprinkle a few in there.
We
that
need to keep it.
you know
And-
what I'm saying? By the way, there's always so much talk about how catastrophic this is going to be, but y'all, we got a lot more rain this year as a result of global warming. So who knows? There might be some silver linings in this. Canada might be a real delightful place to spend the winter.
Buy land
no
now.
one's thinking about that.
Right.
It's all negative.
Just, hanging out on the Hudson Bay all winter
You
long.
guys could use 10 or 15 more degrees up here in San Francisco.
Well, I don't know. The last couple summers have been actually pretty hot.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
What about
I think
the
we're at
winters?
our threshold.
What about the winters, though?
that we could use more? No, it's
it's
just super rainy and
It's
awful.
really raining a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Although this was the first really rainy one that we've had in a while. So you're right. I mean, let's look for a silver
Well, in
lining.
LA, yeah, I mean, it rains here all the time, but in LA, we were like, oh my gosh, 2.5 months of rain. I've lived there for 22 years. I've never seen that.
Must be so green and the air
it looks
is
like
clean.
it looks like
and-
Ireland. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the mountains down there look like.
We speak with a different
I'm waiting to see like Bryn of Tarth come down a hill with a sword. And, did I pronounce that right? I'm the biggest fan, but I can't.
Brienne? Well, everybody
How
says
about
it's
George
different.
Wallace?
George Wallace.
George
yeah,
Wallace
yeah.
running down, yeah.
Braveheart.
Yeah.
Gibson in his kilt, sprinting down, charging my house.
That'd be fantastic. We could start setting Irish epics in Los Angeles. A couple things, just really quickly, that as we were studying you the last few
nice,
days,
nice.
knowing that you were coming in, it turns out that Michael Pena is a musician and had a hit song.
Yeah, I mean, we sold it to like some video games, and we played it quite a bit, and we were on the Kimmel show actually.
Before you were, I mean, because it seems like it overlaps, you being a famous actor, somewhat, and this whole band.
I mean, I thought because we were getting signed to Interscope, I thought I was basically going to be a musician because I would act maybe a month out of the year, and it would be mainly gangbangers. Because that's the main work for Latin actors nowadays.
Yeah.
I was on like NYPD Blue 5 times with different characters.
Oh, were you really?
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, it was great.
Working.
I mean,
you got to work.
That's the only time when you get paid to be a gangbanger.
What's the most common Latino name they give you for a first name on those things?
Oh, they want to be inventive.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
They won't go with Jose or anything?
No, Jose's, come on, dude.
Come on,
That's
sorry.
way too typical.
That's low-hanging fruit. Okay. Sorry about that.
I was Hector, Alex.
Well, I had the respect
Juan.
to call you and say, what would you like your Spanish name to be? And remember?
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and you said Chacho. You said I
Chacho,
really like
yeah,
Chacho.
that's right. But then it was. By the way, my name is Castillo. Is it because of the stunt guy?
No,
Yeah.
that was a
you
total coincidence.
Oh,
yeah, our favorite
okay.
stunt guy in the movie, Dave Castillo, who we
He's
worship.
a beast.
Yeah,
He
So
really
you're
rides.
talking about, because obviously, just to quickly set up the movie Chips, which is opening next week,
Yeah.
Dax Shepard and Michael Pena in here. You are an FBI agent who goes undercover
Within the
with
department.
a rookie Chips officer.
CHP.
Chips officer,
Right.
yeah.
And so, and I don't even know what your name is as an FBI agent because you're just
Castillo.
Punch.
Agent Castillo.
Okay.
He has
Agent
3 names
Castillo.
in the movie. You meet him, he's undercover with a bank robbing crew, and his name's Chacho. And then we find out he's Agent
Francis
Castillo.
Llewellyn Poncherello.
And he
Like,
becomes
what?
Llewellyn.
I thought you made that up, by the way. I'm like, did you really do that?
the Llewellyn part is a real, yeah.
All right, but quickly, we actually grabbed your song "Beast." You don't sing this. What do you play on this?
I'm the drummer.
Oh, you're the drummer.
The drummer.
Okay.
It was just
So-
a 3-piece, by the way.
But you co-wrote this.
Yeah, this was my birthday song. Like they said, "What do you want to do for your birthday?" I was like, so me and this guy, one of my best friends, Rich Kular, we jumped into the studio and we just recorded this music, and then we showed it to the singer, and she's like, "Oh my God, dude, we should do a song. This is
And
a
it
song."
became, it was like number
me hear
26
this
on the
song.
rock
Yeah.
charts. That's some heavy drum hits there.
Yeah, I mean, but we did different kind of stuff. You know, we did a lot softer stuff, and I just wanted for some reason just to do that. Those quarter notes.
Oh, anthemic.
You got that prideful look on your face.
That's a cool
right?
song.
Upcoming soundtrack, maybe? Well, listen, I don't know how 20 minutes went by so fast, but I just...
20
Hold on,
minutes.
Michael, you've never played that song for me. My feelings are hurt. That's a cool song.
I mean, we like mutually
I'll put
brag
that son
quite
of a
bit.
bitch in chips too. I'm gonna broker a deal with you right now. What do you want for that thing?
Oh man, that would be
That's
so
a powerful song.
awesome.
Who's that? Who's the woman singing?
Asia Volkman.
Of course.
She's one of my best friends. She's married to the guy from Imagine Dragons, Mr.
Oh, really?
Reynolds.
Oh,
yeah. You know what's amazing is
Power
that dude,
music couple.
they met when he was not very successful. So it was like true love. She was like totally in love with this guy from Vegas. I'm like, oh, okay. And then we did a couple shows with them, and I was like, oh, this is a way different kind of music, but really cool. And we were actually signed, and they were not.
Ah,
I hope that A&R person was fired.
Well, you guys, honestly,
Thanks for
good luck
having
with the movie.
us.
Thank
Thanks,
you
fellas.
for coming in. It's wonderful to meet you
Thank
both.
you.
The movie
Yeah, absolutely.
is Chips. It opens next Friday. Everybody go see it. Honestly, it is one huge laugh after another. Action-packed. I want more.
Thank you.
Didn't even want it to end
The
when
shocker
it was over.
is women really like it
Oh,
because
it's
it's a
great.
motorcycle movie.
Yeah.
You shouldn't like it. My wife was like, I should hate this movie, but I like it.
Well, she's in it, so
Yeah.
she's, you know.
Well, she hates some of the movies she's in. We all do. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys very much.
Thank you,
Dax
guys.
Shepard and Michael Pena, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alice wants to get you laid with Ed.
Yes.